Imagine risking your life to save a dying prince, only for him to reject you because of how you look. The Flower of Life, A Tale from Ituri, Part 2. Kara left the palace in silence, her heart heavy but her spirit unbroken. She carried no crown, no jewels, only the sting of betrayal. The people watched her go, shame burning in their eyes, not for her, but for the prince who had broken his oath. But the Flower of Life was not just a cure. Few knew its secret. It demanded a price. For every life it restored, another would suffer, something darker than anyone could imagine. The very next night, Prince Mwenda held a great feast in his palace to celebrate his restored health. Nobles and high-ranking guests came from every corner of the land, and the people of the kingdom filled the courtyards with music and dancing. Joy filled the air. But far from the palace lights, Kara wept by the riverside. Betrayal weighed on her chest like a stone. All her life she had endured the villagers' cruel words, mocking her small size and plain looks. Now, with the prince's rejection, she knew their scorn would only grow sharper. Her tears flowed into the river as laughter and drums echoed from the palace. As the celebration reached its peak, a young woman entered the palace gates. She was breathtaking. Her aura seemed to glow, her face flawless, her lips full, her long dark hair flowing like a waterfall. She walked in with her father and 2 servants, every step graceful, commanding the attention of all. But it was Prince Mwenda whose gaze clung to her most. "Your Majesty," the woman said, bowing slightly. "My name is Erica, and this is my father, Mamadou. We come from a nearby village that was attacked by traitors. Our homes are gone, our people scattered. We beg your kindness for shelter until we can find a place to live." The hall fell silent at her words. Many were shocked by such news during a night of celebration. But the prince's eyes never left Erica. To him, her beauty eclipsed the sorrow of her story. Without hesitation, he stood. "You are welcome here, Erica," Mwenda declared. "And your father, too. From this day, my palace shall be your home." His words were final. Whispers rose among the guests. Some were troubled by how quickly the prince was drawn to the stranger, while others smiled, relieved that he seemed to have found love at the very moment he was to be crowned king. Days passed, and Mwenda's affection for Erica only deepened. He followed her with eager eyes, showered her with gifts, and spoke openly of his plans to make her his queen. Yet behind the palace walls, the servants noticed strange things. Erica and her father often vanished into the forest at night, returning only at dawn. They rarely ate the palace meals, and their movements seemed cloaked in secrecy. One evening, a servant overheard them whispering in the shadows of the courtyard. "We have no time, Mamadou," Erica said sharply. "We must act while he is still weak, before the crown is placed on his head." The servant's blood ran cold. Terrified, he ran through the halls to warn the prince. But when he reached the main doors of the palace, he stopped, stunned by what he saw. Standing in the great hall was the healer, the same medicine man who had first spoken of the Flower of Life. His voice boomed as he addressed the court. "I have returned to complete the healing. Where is the Flower of Life? I was told a maiden brought it here." Prince Mwenda rose in confusion. "You are mistaken. I am already healed. The moment I touched the flower, my strength returned." "No!" the healer thundered. "That was not healing, it was only a reaction. The flower's power must be prepared into medicine and consumed. Without it, your illness will return, and this time, it may never leave you. Worse still, if enemies lurk around you, this is the moment they will strike, for you are weaker than you know, and so is your throne." Gasps filled the hall. The servant, hidden behind the doors, trembled. Erica and Mamadou were not helpless wanderers. They were enemies, waiting for the right moment to strike. Mwenda's face grew pale. His chest tightened with fear. The truth hit him like a blade. He had cast away the only one who could save him, Kara. And worse, she had taken the Flower of Life with her, and by now, she was far, far away.